Hello everyone and welcome back to Inferno. Previously we made some upgrades to the living armor set and flawlessly beat the third boss of this pack. That was totally unfair what happened last episode. We also expanded technologically and got access to FTB industrial contraptions, and we got starbunkles to fix our Ars Nouveau source generation and transportation. The plan for today is to continue the primary mission of last episode, build the nuclear reactor. This is the only way we can generate Zaps, and we need huge amounts of Zaps to get antimatter. The problem is to build a nuclear reactor we need iridium, and to get iridium we have to go to the end dimension. Only we're not going to rush all the way to the end dimension straight away. I'm kinda nervous to be honest, this is not a default Ender Dragon fight, and there's some other things we could be doing around the base, such as some applied energistics automation. One of my favourite things to do in this game. So once we're able to craft the reactor, we also need the components to be able to fuel and cool the reactor, most of which are made in these FTB IC machines, and we definitely want to have cooling for the reactor because it will explode if we're not careful here. So we now have an AE connection over here, and we have a pattern provider on each one of these machines: the roller, the compressor, the centrifuge, and the cannon machine. Once we encode the recipe, the pattern provider gives the inputs to the machine, and then we also have an ejector upgrade to automatically give the outputs back to the pattern provider. The machines are powered with LV right now, since the only way we can get our hands on Zaps without the nuclear reactor is to transform a small amount of RF with the FE transformer. So it's quite unlikely we can overclock these machines right now, but they are at least automated. All we have to do is start encoding some recipes and hope that we have all the inputs for this. I kinda doubt it, but we'll see. The first item we need is an overclocked heat vent. Let's just start encoding stuff. Indidium plates we can absolutely make. Wait, the smeltery? Really? This is the only way we can make this? Oh no, there is a different version of the plate. It looks like this one is valid as well. We can do this in our metal presses. So the overclocked heat vent comes from the reactor heat vent. This time it's lead plating. And the normal heat vent is with HSLA steel made in the arc furnace. We made this last episode. And then just some copper coils and iron bars. I assume this is quite easy. Yeah, we can do this, no problem. So after encoding the recipes for the reactor, I also expanded our AE2 crafting processors, and also started to craft some of the items for the end portal. So once we link together these two lasers, I believe we should have an automated imbuement chamber. If there isn't any items on the pedestal, it means we've succeeded. Yes, perfect. So the imbuement chamber can convert lapis into source gems. And just so we can avoid having any wires up here, I entangled the block below. The pattern provider provides the lapis into the chest. The laser has an extraction card and pulls it into the entangled block. It converts into a source gem, and then the laser once again extracts with this item card, and it's connected to this one here, which is filtered down for only source gems. So that will pull from the imbuement chamber back into the pattern provider. It's pretty much the same setup as we have here, except we use the imbuement chamber rather than the crusher. So along with the source gems, we also need demonic will. And there's actually multiple ways to get demonic will. We could do the whole ritual thing from blood magic, but honestly I don't think we really need that much. We can actually cut down apotheosis gems, and this should give us like 2 to 6. Oh, we got 7, not bad. Look how fast this thing goes with the time in a bottle. Time in a bottle for the win. This bottle can get you out of so many sticky situations, it's amazing. If only we had one in real life, I could do with that right now. If we pour this onto some source gem blocks, we get will infused source gems. I believe we need 8 of these things total. We'll use the time in a bottle again. We can set up a recipe in the arc furnace combined with indidium, and we get enderite. And in fact, I think because of the way we have our arc furnace set up, we will have to modify the filters here. Oh, I just cleared I just cleared whatever that was. Doping agent, I think, for HSLA. Alright, so I fixed the filter on the arc furnace, but we have a different filter issue here. So it turns out indidium blend, or indidium dust, does not match the filter can be smelted, and therefore it gets instantly pulled by this depot, without getting a chance to be smelted by the encased fans. So instead we'll use a regular item filter for indidium, and in fact I think we'll also do the stone recipe in here as well. And this one on the right here can just be a dedicated smelter for ones that don't obey the regular attribute filters that we have on the other two. Yeah, this indidium recipe we want in this one here. So now we have to pick up the gilded blackstone from the post box. Perfect. We also got the enderite from the arc furnace, which is the first quest in the end chapter. Now all we have to do is craft the portal and beat the dragon. Easy, right? Well, not exactly. I just realized we need Inferno Mastery for this, which I think is a university research. We also need the stonemason at least level 3, which we have. But yeah, Inferno Mastery, I don't think we have that yet in our university. Where even is this thing? Aha, it's right here. Inferno Mastery, would you look at that? We need a nether star. I guess we're fighting a wither right now. Easy. Yeah, I noticed he spawned Inferno there, but we got our nether star, perfect. Did he drop anything else? I don't think so. Also, the new nether star texture, are you guys a fan of this? I think I prefer the old one, right? I'm pretty sure this is the new default texture in vanilla. I like the old one better, I don't know about you guys. So I actually gathered up the shulker box between episodes, and this shulker box contains more or less everything we need to get the upgrades we can afford. Starting with Inferno Mastery, of course. This is a huge citizen buff once again, similar to the one at tier 2. Only this one can allow us to craft the end portal frames. Let's request 12 of these at the post box. And in the meantime, we can also unlock the Alchemist. Gaze into the pits, I have no idea what this actually does, but we'll pick it up anyway. We can unlock a concrete mixer. 16 iron and 32 leather, all miners have fire and lava immunity. Don't mind if I do. A plus 50 increase to maximum citizens. Different build modes for the builders. Recipe selection based on warehouse stock. I don't know what half of these things actually are, I'm just clicking them. But upgrades are upgrades. Citizen tool durability 5%, not bad. Citizen block play speed for 64 redstone, a yes please. Our researchers are going crazy here. Okay, I think that's enough research. I picked up basically all the ones we could right now. However, before we go to the end, there's a few more projects around the base I'd like to unlock before the next stages of progression. So as we head into endgame of Inferno, I feel that the mine colony aesthetic isn't really keeping pace with the rest of our base. There's quite a lot of aesthetic development I would like to do before we complete the pack. One of those being replace the bedrock with warped nylium. Nylium we can make from bees, so I doubled up the quarry bees, one remains making grass blocks, and the other one makes mycelium. Mycelium we can convert into nylium if we drop it in Occultism Spiritfire. So I decided to set up a very basic dropper system using applied energistics, and we got this process fully automated. In the meantime though, I'm reminded every day I log in here, I see the villagers and they always remind me that they need a home. So just past where Ars Nouveau is, I decided to build out a fully fleshed out villager trading hall. And you know what? I think this place came out really, really awesome. I had so much fun oh yeah, I forgot to do this part here. I had so much fun building this thing. And you may also notice that, well, all of the tier 2 patrons are all villagers here. I got every single one of you guys named. Yep, I'm sure I got everyone here. So all the tier 2 got villagers. If you couldn't tell, it's been a very long time for me, like a full afternoon. All of you tier 3s are now bees. Yeah. I believe we got everyone. There's a few spaces down the end, but my goodness, there is a lot of you guys now. So yeah, I feel like I don't do it enough, but I really, really have to thank you guys, especially the patrons, for making this possible for me. Your support is greatly appreciated. And of course, I appreciate all of the viewers who watch every single episode, whether you comment or not. I want to use this opportunity just to extend my thanks to all of you guys. Yeah, I think that's it. We got one space on the end here. But how could I forget about the tier 1s? The tier 1s all have their own jobs here. We got Jacob, our smelter, David, our fisher, Otherworlds and Sung Young K as our couriers, Connor and Gabrielle as the builders, previously known as Kaylee and Jensen. We got researchers Andrew, Kyle and Mr. Baconator, codename Azriel is the carpenter, and the enchanter is Cameron. Oh yeah, and we can't forget about Robert, our mechanic, very important part of our colony. So thank you for building our mine colony for us. And thank you to everyone once again. Oh yeah, really quickly, I do want to mention that it does actually work when you rename the villagers, the citizens, and their name tags actually do show up here in the town hall and in their work buildings, which I thought was pretty cool. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, I do apologize about the FPS. It's not really holding up too well, especially down at the B area. Yeah, we might have to disable shaders. I'm not actually sure. Anyways, we are on a mission. We have to fight the Ender Dragon. And one of the other tools I would like to pick up for that is the air sigil from Blood Magic. So the air sigil actually uses the blood in our LP network, and it gives us a sort of propulsion which should help us get to the top of the obsidian pillars in the end. Life essence is not fully automated for us, so we should make sure it's full before we go. I think our cap is 150k. Creative flight is also disabled in the end. I don't think the flight elixir is going to work there. So instead I want to try out the Ars Nouveau tablet of flight. I don't know how many of these we can make. Probably, okay, 3. Yeah, I guess we're going to have to make 3 work. They are limited use, but I believe we can extend it with the use of source. We have a couple source jars here at Ars Nouveau. I think we're going to take these with us. And we should have the Ritual Brazier already in our backpacks. Here. So we got the upgraded Ars Nouveau spellbook, the Archmage's spellbook. And there's a few other offensive options we have in here, such as the Summon Vex. We can actually summon our own Vexes to fight for us. We need a Totem of Undying and a Conjuration Essence. Oh, come on guys, now is not the time to give me levitation. There's one of those portals again. I had like 2 of these while I was building out the villager trading hall. I think these are a bit too frequent, to be honest. So now that we've learned the Summon Vex glyph, I think we just want Self and Summon Vex. I don't believe there's anything else we can do to augment this. Actually, maybe we can also add heal in here as well. It's going to increase the mana cost, but we can heal and summon the Vex at the same time. Does it work? Oh yeah. These guys are going to help us. It looks like we get 3. Yeah, we get 3. So other than that, I got some enchanted golden apples. We got another Totem of Undying. We of course have our living armor set, the good sword and the good bow that we made last episode. I don't think there's much else we can do to prepare, to be honest. The question is, do we have our end portal frames? We do, awesome. This should be our quest. Wait, we unlocked the recipe? Yeah, I don't know if that's actually any cheaper. I don't think it is. Yeah, we're fine. We didn't lose too many materials doing it that way. Oh, that's not where I wanted it. Oh, no way I just done that. We can't break these, can we? Well, I guess it's going here now. I kind of wanted it 1 block lower. In any case, to build this, you have to be inside the portal to place them. They are directional, these portal frames. We give them some Eyes of Ender. Here we go. Alright, hold on. This is actually Future 3 talking, so things did not go according to plan. And not in the way you might think either. So it's about an hour later since we first stepped in that end portal right there. Wow, what a view this is. Wow. I didn't really know what I was expecting to find in there. I knew it would be a hard dragon fight. No, 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 no. In fact, there was a few close calls in that fight. Oh, we're in half a heart. Half a heart, oh my goodness. Okay, all the damage all at once there. But what I didn't expect to be saying was... Alright, we're approaching the hour mark, I think, on this fight. I can't believe I'm actually saying that. Yeah, I was in there for almost 50 minutes. I think over 50 minutes fighting this dragon, and then it actually disappeared. Wait a second, now there's 2 ender dragons. There's 2 ender dragons here. I don't think this is supposed to happen. And when it decided to emerge again from the void, there was actually 2 of them, and I couldn't get rid of the second one. So I think the fight bugged, that we're actually in a backup right here, just before I entered the portal. So we're gonna pretend like that didn't happen, and fight the dragon once again. It's not gonna be any fun though, since I know what to expect, but that doesn't mean it's possible. That doesn't mean we can do it easily. Alright, we're in the end, a fresh end dimension. Let's get across to safety. There is only 1 dragon, which is a good sign. Alright, dragon, round 2. Here we go. I looked at an enderman. Actually, we should get our Vexes out. Okay, this is complete chaos. Look at this. Ow. Heal. Wait a second. Why are all the arrows exploding? And we are poisoned big time here. Okay, this is our current damage to the dragon. I think in order to damage him, we have to take out the crystals, but the crystals will always respawn. That is the problem, and we get that happening. Like, lots and lots of phantoms. I've been through this before, if you couldn't tell. Yeah, this is completely nuts. This is way more difficult than the Chaos Dragon from Draconic Evolution. Alright, we are coming up on like 15 minutes for this fight, and look at the progress we've made. Professional, right? It's not exactly ideal, especially given the fact that everything just respawns. Okay, there goes the Totem of Undying. We gotta be really careful now. Yeah, it's just instantly 3 phantoms spawn behind you every time you take out the end crystals. Aha, that's the second boss gate spawned. I think that's us on the second stage. Finally. It's almost 15 minutes here. Or 20 minutes? I don't know. We keep going though. We keep going. We're gonna get this dragon today. This is slow and steady, I'll tell you that much. Very, very slow. I'm basically just going for the dragon, even though we're doing minimal damage. Sometimes none. Oh, we're almost dead. Heal. Oh my goodness. That's happened a few times. Fortunately, we have our R's heal. I think it's safe to say I'm getting completely destroyed here in the end. Almost 40 minutes into this fight already. The second time. I want out of this place so badly. I don't even know where the dragon is anymore. Just permanently nauseous. It's quite funny that there's been multiple server backups now in the time that I've been in this fight. We're almost there. Not really, but we're almost there. I mean, there is just way too much stuff going on here. Look at this. Like, this is impossible. Alright, I can't believe I'm actually saying this, but we're coming up on 2 hours in the second fight. Well, overall, we're coming up on the second hour here. I'm gonna just show you guys like a couple of minutes here of just completely unedited. Look at this. So we get like the shulkers in the middle. There's always Vexes behind me, and always Endermen behind me. There's always a blaze somewhere. Always legendary phantoms. And I just can't get a chance to hit the dragon at all. And when you do, you deal 0 damage. Like, let's see if we can try and hit him here. There. And we're almost dead again. Heal. Heal. Here is our opportunity. Yeah, when he swoops down, here. Right here. This is our opportunity for damage. It's going to be another like 5-10 minutes yet. Alright, here we go. This is it. This is it. Like 3 more hits. I think. 1 more? Oh, just let me kill the dragon. Come on, 1 more. There we go. The ultimate ender dragon. Are we done? Over 2 hours of fighting the dragon. And we're levitating again. Hey, at least the armor survived. Yeah, Editor 3 is gonna have fun with this one. 2 hours of dragon footage. I'm exhausted right now. I'm gonna take a break. So the Ender Dragon was only stage 1 of this episode. We still have to get our nuclear reactor, which is going to sit right over here next to our FTB IC machines. Yeah, that was an incredibly lengthy stage 1 there. The game definitely made us work for that one. Anyways, I've built out this little room, not much of a room, just a cube, for the nuclear reactor. And we're using blood magic stone paths. I really like these actually. I started off with nether quartz though, but the nether quartz didn't quite fit the theme of the nether. Wait, what? It didn't really fit with what we have going on here. And oh yeah, I also switched out the gold blocks around the top. They are now honeycomb actually with trapdoors. I think it fits a bit better than the gold blocks. So the situation for the reactor, I think I've encoded all the recipes here. And yeah, we're missing advanced alloy and iridium circuits. So iridium, at least in the beginning until we have the nuclear reactor set up, comes from the ARC. And we have to cut down dragon scales, which apparently drop from the Ender Dragon. Our Ender Dragon didn't give us any. I think we annoyed him too many times. A few hours later though, I did actually head back into the end dimension. We took the remote gateway out to the end islands, and I went in search of the end cities, which can also contain dragon scales. Fighting through lots of shulkers as if I've not killed enough already. We got a very professional ender pearl toss right there. That was a very close call. But I did eventually make it back up there to find the first of many dragon scales. And we made it the second time. Into the end ship to pick up the elytra. And I quickly headed back to pick up the Ars Nouveau glide spell. This made the exploration in the end much easier. Somehow we came across another structure and I ended up in another boss battle. This guy was extremely tanky. I was expecting some good loot, but we got nothing. With very little initial success for dragon scales, I continued to search with the glide spell across the end, searching through as many cataclysm and end cities as we can possibly find to get as many dragon scales as we need. And the result of the end, well, it actually turned out not too bad. Not too bad in the end, no pun intended. We got quite a few trinkets here actually, lots of apotheosis gems. And check out this for another... Look at this for armor. Whenever you're attacked, gain instant health 3. I mean, that basically makes you invulnerable, right? That is insane. We also got this witch's hat here, which has instant health 1. I mean, these two combined are gonna basically make you invincible. A few other nice things in here though, such as this new pickaxe we got. I guess we got a backup bow. This is not too bad. And chorus flowers. Actually, chorus flowers is something we've wanted for a couple of episodes by now. Terra matter, actually. Hello, Terra. Terra actually is the ender bee. And the ender bee needs the chorus as their flower block. Hello, wolf. Oh, there might be an issue here with the drawer space, actually. Did I leave enough space in the first drawer network? No, I didn't. You know what, I think we'll just replace the lamp underneath with an extra drawer. I think this is actually too bright here. And now we're making passive ender pearls. So assuming my calculations are correct, 18 dragon scales should be enough to get us started here. We're also going to need the blazing blood, which is made in the smeltery. We have the ARC machine already. We also need this reinforced resonator, and that is made in the Hellfire Forge, not something we've made yet. Until now. So this takes demonic will to run, and fortunately we have a full Tartaric gem from the end dimension. And then copper, granite, and demon will crystals doesn't do anything. Oh, it's minimum 1200 will. Fortunately, we do have 2 of these Tartaric gems. I think it's lapis, redstone, and diamond. Yeah, and this upgrades to the lesser. To upgrade any further, we need gold, imbued slates, and diamonds. However, these have to be full. I believe the higher tier of Tartaric gem, the more quality and quantity of will it can hold. Again, there is an automated way of doing this, but I really don't think we have to do this all too often throughout the pack. So we're just going to use the rudimentary snare method. We can get them putting string through the blood altar. And tossing the string at the mobs before slaying them gives us demonic will to fill the Tartaric gems. Alright, there is our common Tartaric gem. Let's make that 2. I think we have to fill them one more time to get the greater version. And we need 2 demonic slates. Fortunately, we have the tier 4 blood altar already. Oh yeah, check out this gem by the way, plus 12 max HP. Wait a minute, I almost forgot about the sentient sword. This will fill it up without the need for rudimentary snares. That took me a bit too long to realise actually. We're all the way up at 1 common. It's been like 15 minutes of killing these guys. Man, I'm rusty today. I have infinite patience though. Can't wear me out, right? It is actually filling, right? Yes. 1 greater Tartaric gem. Now that we have 1300 will in greater Tartaric gem, we can put copper, granite, and demon will crystals. We get the crystal resonator. And this should be the tool we need for the ARC. Blazing blood goes in. And dragon scales. Actually, do we want to use all of these? I guess we do, right? We need purified infernal essence for later on. But right now we want to just get iridium. I think there's also a 25% chance to roll extra. We put in 18 here and we get 18. We got 0 bonus. Okay, that's okay though. I don't think we actually need the bonus. We need ingots though at least. Pick it up just in case it's a quest. Wait, we do need the bonus. It's 4 iridium ingots for the iridium alloy. Dang it. Oh, we have to go back to the end. And here I was thinking I was finished with this place for today, but no. Also, why is there no enderman here? I need a pearl to go through the gateway. You have to admit though, this place with the shaders looks absolutely amazing. Other than that though, I dislike it. Alright enderman, where are you? Seriously, where is all the enderman? Also, it didn't really occur to me to try the flight potion now that the dragon's dead. I guess the dragon is what prevents flight here. I don't know what's going on in there, but I don't know if I want to join the party. Alright, let me get what we need here. Alright, it's reactor time. We got our 4... I left it in the AE system. We got 4 iridium ingots ready. Yeah, they're right here. And checking the recipe for the reactor again, I don't think we're missing anything actually. We do need mixed metal blend. I think the recipe, there's 3 different choices of recipes. The one I went for was Constantan, aluminium, and lead. Those are the materials we have the most of and they're used the least. And after not very much time at all, we have the nuclear reactor, which apparently is not a quest. No, it isn't because we're missing the advanced machine block. Not to worry, I think we can craft another one of these. This doesn't take iridium, and I know for a fact we do need one more. It's taken a second. Our machines are quite slow. A lot of the stuff for the nuclear reactor I had pre-crafted already, but this one I didn't account for. There we go, this should be the double quest. Perfect. And so now the reactor is gonna go right here. Yes. And that's it. That's it. It's a little underwhelming. Like a little single block reactor here. Definitely not as cool as Mechanisms Fission or maybe like Greg Tech reactors. But hey, it's still a nuclear reactor. This thing will give us a massive amount of zaps. In fact, I believe it's been buffed from the default FTB industrial contraptions. since all the other generators are disabled in this pack. However, of course we do need our refueling and cooling methods. This thing is going to be powered with uranium, specifically the quad uranium fuel rods. And you're probably thinking we don't have any uranium yet. We haven't made any uranium. I don't think we have a uranium B. However, this thing here, the Genie Miner, I've made sure to keep it repaired with mending. Check this out. Oh, it's full again. And we got some more over here. We got some more over here. Bucket of milk for some reason. A little under 4 stacks of uranium right here. I think the most efficient way for us to process it right now is just to put it through the immersive engineering crusher. Yeah, that starts giving us uranium dust. We can now, I think, request the fuel rods. It really doesn't cost all that much, although these do have durability. Recipe is stuck somewhere, I don't know where it's stuck. It turns out the recipe was in molecular assemblers. It should really be in the cannon machine. Now this thing should be crafting. Yes, perfect. So that is the fuel taken care of. We also need to cool the reactor. And for that we'll need 20 overclocked heat vents, 18 component heat vents. Yeah, like I said, a lot of this I've got pre-crafted already. We do need 4 reactor heat exchangers. Doesn't look too bad. And finally 6 thick neutron reflectors. There is an iridium unbreakable version of this, but obviously we can't afford the iridium alloy right now. If you're familiar with IC2, this is a very similar reactor setup, and there's some very complex math and calculations to determine what is the best layout. I don't have the resources or the brains to figure that out, so this reactor design is not mine. In fact, I'm not actually sure where it originally came from, but I want to thank Troxaris for passing it on to me. This should be an inherently stable design, in that we shouldn't have any explosions no matter what, even if the fuel rods run out. So yeah, if we were just to load this up with uranium fuel rods, obviously we would generate more power, but this thing would run for 13 seconds, and it would generate an 18 block radius explosion, which obviously is no good. However, if we start adding some heat vents in here, oh, we are actually 2 fuel rods short. There is a quest for this though, which gives us 1 for free, if we hold one of the basic fuel rods. I know you guys are really annoyed at me not claiming quest rewards. There it is. Yeah, the last 2 slots are for the fuel rods, and now we should see that it's inherently stable. The reactor will run for 20,000 seconds and will not explode, generating 480 zaps per tick, and 9.6 million zaps until I think we have to replace the uranium fuel rods. But we will find out next episode what we're going to use all of this power for. In fact, it's not a secret, it's going to be antimatter. Yes, we're going to be making antimatter from this, and I think there is an easier way to get iridium once we have this. But yeah, we are going to wrap up today's episode. I'm quite glad I got this thing automated. As I mentioned, lots of aesthetic work to do. There might be an upcoming stream actually where we work on the mine colony. I'm really pleased with how this thing turned out. This is awesome. Any suggestions on what we should put here? I don't think it looks too bad. I did finish this off, but yeah. Sometimes it's not really even necessary to put anything in these little spaces. In fact, this whole thing isn't even necessary. We could have just chucked them in a hole in the ground, but I mean, that's not how we do things here, right? These guys are valuable to us. Just as valuable as the bees and the mine colony citizens. Anyways, that is going to wrap us up today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next episode of Inferno.